don't start this yet.
When do I know that it's live? Okay. Yeah, thank you. Good afternoon and welcome to the Year 9 Welcome webinar. I hope that you are keeping safe and well and are looking forward to beginning the journey in Year 9 this year. My name is Miss Lauren and I'm the head of Year 9. And I'm glad you are able to join us today for this webinar, and hopefully all of your questions will be answered. If your questions are not answered, please contact the relevant form tutor who will be able to provide or gather you information after the session. So, the first thing I would like to do is introduce our secondary team. So, a bit of background information, and you possibly already know this if you are currently a member at the school, but these are the most important members of the GFS team other than your form tutor at the minute. So, as I stated before, I'm Miss Lauren, the head of Year 9. I'm originally from Chesterfield in England and teach English here at GFS. And I've been here for the past 3 years teaching English as well as being the head of this amazing year group. So I've seen them grow tremendously from Year 7 and get more maturity throughout the years. Above me and supporting the whole of Key Stage 3 is Miss Hannah Monk, who is also a PE teacher at the school, and you hopefully will have watched her webinar from yesterday that might have other answers to questions that you may have. Then we have the head and deputy heads of the secondary school. So we've got Mr. Mike, Miss Gerpri, and then the head of secondary, Mr. Ian. All of us working together to ensure that Key Stage 3 and particularly Year 9 have a smooth transition and have the pastoral care to flourish and grow this year. The most important people in GFS to you as parents will be the form tutor of your child for this year. It is essential that you communication about your child goes through your form tutor. They are the member of staff who will be spending the most time with your child. They'll be spending time with them in form and during breaks this year, so even more time than we have had previously, and they will be aiding them to succeed. So, as I've already stated, any questions that you do have throughout this first few weeks throughout the whole year, please direct firstly to your form tutors. If it is something that the form tutor does not know, they will get the answer from somebody else in the team and they will get back to you. So you should have now received a welcome email from the form tutor of your child. We have 10 form tutors this year, as you can see on the display. And each of the form tutors will be meeting the students next week on the induction days. I know they are extremely excited. So I'll just quickly go through the form tutors. So if the form tutors are in orange, that means that they are a new form tutor to that form this year. So the students might not know the teacher or they might have heard of them briefly, but they are new to the school or that form. So for 9A, we have got Miss Ruby. 9B, we have got Miss Maria. 9C, Miss Salome. 9D, Miss Reacher. 9E, Mr. Paneet. 9F, Miss Desbrina. 9G, Mr. Dara. 9H, Miss Sana. 9I, Mr. Michael. And finally, 9J with Mr. Jonathan. If your child has got a new form tutor, that is not something to worry about. They are going to be together and learning throughout this challenging year, all as a form and collective. We have an amazing team this year, and between the group, we have got several different subjects and nationalities where we'll be able to support the Year 9 cohort. And as I've said, the form tutors are raring and ready to go for this interesting year. We are going to be following a weekly programme during form time, and we've done this for the previous 2 years, so year 9 should be really used to this by now. And this could be adapted throughout the year. But to start off with, this is the routine that we are going to follow. Sundays, we are going to be encouraging students to have Sunday stretch out of their seat, wherever that may be, but having social distancing in place. Monday, we will focus on reading, so Dear Time. This is extremely important for learners to progress, and it will help them escape into the pages of a book. For Dear Time, students can do this on their device, or they must bring their own reading book. This can also be used for their library lessons as well, but school will not be able to provide those reading books. Tuesday will be our live assembly days, and this will be by myself or other members of the GFS team. We are going to then encourage Year 9 to get involved in the news and local events. It will be a session that can be differentiated between form groups on Newsday Wednesdays. Thursday, we will then have brain breaks and a review of the achievements that each form has made that week. Year 9 were previous year 8s were amazing last year at gaining achievement points. We were on top basically for the whole year. So I've got really high expectations and hopes for the achievement points for year 9 this year. So no pressure. The expectations for year 9 are very, very similar to what they have been for year 7 and year 8 so far. Students are expected to attend physically or online every single day. They should look for register notifications or posts from their teachers that will allow them to show their attendance. They should also be extremely punctual. Students will be expected to be ready for the lesson before the teacher enters the room. So teams must be up with any resources ready to go. If the students are in school, they must have their correct full uniform on, and this includes the induction days. It goes without saying that their behaviour must be exceptional in and out of school for them to achieve achievement points for their house. Obviously, if students are misbehaving, this could result in negative behaviour points and reports, which obviously we don't want. This will link to the social distancing protocols in place. If learners are caught not adhering to these protocols, serious action will be taken. I expect all of Year 9 to put in 100% effort and enthusiasm into all of their lessons, and I know they showed that over distance learning, that they can really engage online, and they definitely can when they're in their classroom as well. They should also be independent and ensure that all classwork and homework is completed to a high standard. I'm sure you've seen this already, but for the induction week, just to clarify, Year 9 are coming in on Wednesday and Thursday. On Wednesday, the red group will come in 9 till 12, and on Thursday, the blue group will come in 9 till 12. During 11 till 12 on both of those days is the opportunity for students who are distance learning in that group to log on and have a full form conversation. So if they are at home, they will still be included 11 till 12. Again, if you have received your email from the form tutor, you will have got this weekly schedule. So please ensure that your child is only coming in on their specific days. So if they are red, they are only coming in alternate days, and blue the same. This is so that we only have a specific amount of students in each classroom at one time. We're unable to make changes to forms and colours at this time due to this restriction of numbers. But please rest assured, in each of these groups within the forms, there will be friendship groups. The forms have not changed this year unless they have got a few new students that I know Year 9 students will make feel welcome. So just to clarify, induction for the red bubble is the 2nd of September with their first day being this Sunday the 6th, and the blue bubble is 3rd of September with their first normal day back to school being the 7th. So, induction week. During their induction week, along with meeting their form tutor and their actual form, essential information will be given out, such as health and safety reminders and fire drill procedures. They will also have the chance to ask any further questions that they would like their form tutor to answer. Alongside this, there will be activities and quizzes for the students to bond with in form. Just a reminder, there are no buses running in the induction week. Parents will need to drop off and pick up their child, but do not accompany them into the school. It is a day just for the students. On this day, they will be able to collect their books, lanyards, and timetables. Each form tutor will then contact every parent in their form. This is for a one-to-one Zoom or Teams call. And this will be arranged by your form tutor, and it will be the chance to ask any further questions or to clarify things and just to put a face to the name on an email. These will take place between the 30th of August and the 1st of September, but there may possibly be some changes to the dates, so please await an email from the form tutors. So, just a final few things, and these I know have been mentioned in the Key Stage 3 video. Miss Hannah will have mentioned them as well, but few top tips. Make sure that there is plenty of water being brought into school. There are no stations to fill up water anymore, so please make sure you've got enough to stay hydrated. You must provide packed lunch because the canteens are no longer open for the moment. Again, this could all change in the coming months, but for the moment, a packed lunch is essential. Own devices must be brought into school with a full charge or a power bank. There are not enough plug sockets for everybody to have chargers in the wall, so it is essential that the device is 100% charged. Also, students must be wearing their face masks for the whole day, and they must remain in their designated seat within the classroom. This will have a number on the back and be explained by their form tutor. They will be spending break time and form time and lessons in the same classroom to avoid mixing and any confusion. Final top tip, make sure that headphones are brought in. Some lessons will be completely online with the teacher in another room to avoid mixing different bubbles together. So again, very important to bring headphones. Finally, for Year 9, as I'm sure you're aware, it is an extremely important year. This year, they will be choosing their options for their IGCSEs to study in Year 10 and 11, and these will be started to be chosen after the winter break. So it's essential that they start to think about what they would like to do in their future. So it will be giving them that independence and their own choices, and again, this will help them to mature and grow in Year 10 and Year 11. This is just the beginning. We will go into lots more detail about options and career paths with Year 9 to ensure that they are choosing wisely. So, That is all of the information for today. As I have said, if there is anything that has not been answered, then please email form tutors and wait for your one-to-one meetings where you could ask them face-to-face, because I know that they are going to have some brilliant responses for you and are very happy to help. If you have not already replied to the previous email from your form tutors, please can you do so we can work out the numbers of students coming into school and the number of students completing distance learning. We've also had a few issues, so this could have possibly gone to the junk email section in the inbox, so please do check. If you have not received it, it will be on its way to you. So thank you very much for joining, and I look forward to seeing you or speaking to you in school or online very soon. Have a lovely and safe weekend. Thank you.